Welcome back to 1011 This Morning. Here's a story that combines family, food, and a very personal mission. Kathy Hewitt Gross, sister of Nebraska golf legends Mike and Brian Hewitt, has written a cookbook to support Alzheimer's research. 1011's Chanel Taylor McCarthy has more on how that book is making a difference.
This cookbook, A Life Well Fed, is not only filled with recipes, but it's also filled with purpose. It's a deeply personal project born from her family's own experience with Alzheimer's, and is giving back in a big way. A Life Well Fed is more than just a collection of Kathy's favorite recipes. It also serves as a tribute to her late parents who were both diagnosed and battled with Alzheimer's.
My mother was a very happy-go-lucky Alzheimer patient. There are very people handle this disease, or they experience the disease very differently. And my father was just the opposite.
Kathy said the beginning of her mother's battle with the disease was riddled with spurts of forgetfulness that her family dismissed due to old age. But over time, the symptoms were worrisome.
But my mother had always talked about it, about her fear of Alzheimer's, which I found annoying and interesting at the same time.
Kathy took her mother to a hospital in Omaha where she went through blood tests, scans, and conversation analysis. The same day, Kathy's mom was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's. Kathy said it wasn't until they got home that day that she realized the gravity of the diagnosis.
Mom, we need to start talking about your next steps and how you're going to live, where you might live. And she was really puzzled. Well, what do you mean? And I said, well, the doctor just gave us this diagnosis of early onset. And she said, when? Well, that was my sign that it was worse than we thought it was. And I said, just a few minutes ago, Mom, we just got home from the doctor.
The proceeds to A Life Well Fed will go towards Nebraska Alzheimer's Association to provide help for families that have been or will one day be in similar scenarios.
I wanted to give back to where it all started and the community and the organization that helped our family navigate those waters.
A Life Well Fed features famous chefs like Emeril Lagasse, Ina Garten, and even Tony Award-winning actress Marcia Gay Harden, who has opened up about her late mother's battle with Alzheimer's.
Marcia's recipe is called Marcia's Marvelous Zucchini Bread, which she made from her garden and her mother, and she tells the story about it.
Kathy said she saw hints of the book coming into fruition throughout her life. From personalized breakfast her mother prepared every morning to trying new restaurants at 11 years old in 1960s Lincoln. She says food has its way of holding memories from all the places life has taken us.
Food is the connection, and living a life well fed is more than just the food, but food takes us to those places.
Over the years, Kathy has turned A Life Well Fed into a nonprofit to spread awareness and raise money for Alzheimer's. Now you can find and learn more information about Kathy's cookbook, A Life Well Fed, under this story on our website.